Yep, that's fine.
Action.
Take your time.
And here we go. We should be live. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, come and witness another week of MML Pro action. You're watching Blood Bowl 2. This is the premier PS4 Blood Bowl League, the Meat and Mayhem League. This is the Pro League. These are the big teams with the big lights and all the fans. This is the ATX Longhorns, a member of the Dungeon West Conference, versus the first four best four. And the Magrita Misfits. That is the team representing the first four today. These two are battling it out. It's only week 2. It's early in the season. The Magrita Misfits are the Chaos team. They are coached by Beers 1313. Magrita opened up week 1 with a big win. And now they will be facing the ATX Longhorns, the Dark Elf team, coached by DM00, who started off on the opposite side of the spectrum with a loss last week. Let's see what happens. My name is Jest. In the booth with me, I have MML legend, 2-time champion, the only 2-time champion, and another finals on top of that to his resume, Gerdleah, the man, the myth, the legend himself. What's up, Gerdleah?
I'm good, Jess. Thanks for the invite. Glad to come along and announce this match with you.
Yes, sir. Always good to have you in the booth, and we are only able to have that pleasure at this time thanks to the graces of Nuffle keeping your daughter with a sleeping spell intact.
Absolutely. Yeah.
As the ball is kicked off, we see the fans are cheering for both sides. Both teams having a big turnout. The ball bounces into the hands of, who is that? Eddie Longhorn. I guess that's a rookie player for the Misfits. Yeah. I think this is his first match, maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
I think, yeah, possibly. He seems a bit confused though about what team he should be playing on. You know, his name's awfully similar to his opposition here, so
that's a good point. I wonder how he got named that. Is that Beers messing with his opponents or what? Beers is a crafty coach.
Maybe, or maybe, you know, Dark Elves are, they can be sneaky. Maybe they've managed to somehow sneak a Dark Elf in disguise onto the Chaos team here, and he didn't catch the ball, you'll notice. So,
interesting. So if we take a look really quick at this dice log real fast, just to see the fan turnout, I always like to see what the official Spike Magazine stats are on how many fans actually showed up to this game. It looks like we had 1,200 fans show up for the Longhorns, and is that 1,200 or 12,000? I don't know. I forgot what the LRB
12,000.
It'll be 12,000. Okay, my bad. 12,000 fans. Big difference. 12,000 fans show up for the Longhorns, and Magrita, man, after their week 1 win, the fans are pouring out for them. 16,000 fans show up. Wait, more than that. I'm sorry, 17,000 fans. I got to work on my math. I'm doing that Chaos Beastman math right there. 17,000 fans show up for Magrita. So big turnout. The stands are full, and this game is looking to be a banger.
Yeah, I think they beat the Divas in week 1, didn't they? Disco Divas.
Yes.
I think.
Huge upset.
So
the Divas were predicted by some to go another undefeated season and definitely take the play pool. So,
yeah,
big win.
They were 7-0 last season, and unfortunately couldn't take their place into the playoffs. So yeah, that was a huge win for the Misfits.
Absolutely. I'm using the stadium cam right now to look around the stadium, and this is, I would really say, with the amount of fans, again, 12,000 for the Dark Elves and 17,000 for the Chaos, that's 29,000 fans, not even counting the undecided fans. We are really pushing the capacity here in this ramshackle level 1 stadium. I mean, this is just a step up from a high school field. It's in the mountains somewhere. It's all secluded and stuff. The Longhorns are really going to have to start winning some more games, build up those gold coffers, and build up this stadium. It's kind of an embarrassment for Elves.
Absolutely. I mean, I remember facing this team back in season 9 with the first season with the Flamers in the CL, and looking at the team, they still seem to have the same problem they had back then, and that was keeping fit players on the field. Uh, they're carrying a lot of uh, bumps and injuries and permanence here. So I think he's obviously the coach has had to be pumping all the cash that he's been getting into trying to get new and fresh players on the field.
Yeah, so we see Daenerys Targaryen carrying a niggling injury with a smashed knee. You know, the strip ball is important on her, and she's a blodger, so that is a
Yep.
liability. Oh, this guy's all banged up. This guy,
It's Smear, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's worse for wear. He's seen some better days. The armor is kind
Yeah.
of broken up. So this team is weird. It's like they're running around with this broken equipment, like their armor's in pieces and their stadium's broken down, and they're just fighting through on pure will. I mean, they're carrying three journeymen just brought in out of the stands and just showed up for tryouts during the week, and they made the cut out of the citizens of the local populace, just wanted a chance to play.
That's it.
And
Yeah, I mean, they can't keep their valuable players healthy. There's no wonder that they're struggling to find others to take the pitch with them.
absolutely. But that being said, they have fought and scrapped and stayed in the pros for a few seasons now. So,
Oh,
ooh,
first one gone.
and
He's dead.
you could almost
That loader's gone.
yeah, his armor breaks, cracks. You can't put that back together. He is not coming back. The was that a fractured skull? I don't know. Who
It
cares? It's
was,
a loner.
yeah. It's a loader. He's gone.
You can hear the sound bite of shots saying "kill the loner." And Beers is playing from loudspeakers over on the side of his sideline to motivate his players.
Yeah, you can see the Dark Elf Apothecary momentarily looked up just to see if it was anything of interest, but then just sat back down and started reading his magazine again. He wasn't he wasn't needed out there.
Absolutely. Beers all about killing the loner, taking that from his mentor, more shots. In fact, rumor is that before every Magrita game, Beers plays motivational more shots tapes to his team to get them all ready to go. More shots reading like fortune cookie style
Absolutely.
motivational phrases. Be the best you can be.
Oh yeah, I can certainly imagine Beers at night trying to sleep and just putting some putting some shots on just to put him gently to sleep.
Nothing gets Beers a better night's sleep than some chamomile tea and more shots in his ear. Well, whatever it is, it's working, man, because Magrita has come out with a fire this season. And let's see
Absolutely,
if it
they're looking to
continues.
try to pick up the mantle that the Power Hour left after winning the championship last season. So they're looking to become the dominant chaos team in the MML.
And I'd say they have that mantle right now. I think
Yeah,
the second
absolutely.
the second that Bill Cower Power Hour left, I think everybody looked to this. I mean, we have another Chaos team in the leagues, the Nordic All Stars, but I'd still say that, and we have the Innsmouth Deep ones as well. Also a long-standing team, but I'd say Magrita's the one everybody looks at and really fears at this time. The way they're built.
Absolutely. For sure. They're the team that the Nordic All Stars have some good players in development, and they could turn into a very strong team. The deep ones with Whiskey, again, a team that's been in and out of the league, and with a good run, they can really establish themselves. But the Misfits are the premier chaos team now, and you can look at them. They're built to go deep this season.
This week, the Longhorns putting a bunch of extra blocking practice in during getting some extra training in with the blocks, but it does not help them in that instance just to pushing One-Eyed Willie away. This is something that, by the way, Beers does every week, and not every coach can do this with confidence. I mean, he just set up a bunch of his players over here on the right, and he lined somebody up in contact, only 4 meters away from the sideline, which oftentimes is scary if you don't know what you're doing because the other side could surf you if they figure out a way to do that. But Beers' positioning is so good that he can comfortably do that, have people set up in place so that the chances of that player getting served. I mean, the other side would have to get very, very lucky to do that and would often have to sacrifice position. So he puts them in that position where, like, I'd like to surf that guy, but I can't because he just did this skillfully. So don't try this at home.
No, yeah, and Daenerys Targaryen certainly will look for any opportunity to send some, yeah, Beastman or Chaos Warrior off to into the home crowd here to try and remove them from the field of play. It's certainly going to be. I was just having a look. Misfits don't have any frenzy pieces themselves, do they? It doesn't look
Nope,
like it,
they do
which
not.
is a shame.
I thought Shots used to carry one, didn't he? Or still
He
carries
did.
one?
I think I'm
We
sure he
had
did.
one, but he had double armor down and had to be shot.
Okay, I let it go.
Oh,
A frenzy chaos piece is, man, it can work wonders for your team.
yeah. There's a couple of brave elves here that could just get uh, isolated here and
Right.
into serious trouble. But it looks like the Misfits have spotted that there's potentially a bit of a
Another
switch
loner
in
goes out.
play. Oh,
There you go. And Beers cheering from the sideline, holding up
oh, he's
a boombox over his head with Shots' voice shouting, "Kill the loner," pumping out from that boombox. Beers standing in a duster, of course, while he's doing that.
yep,
Nice long trench coat.
yeah. Well, that's better than it being, Careless Whisper or anything like that in the
Right.
boombox, you know. You could
These chaos guys, well, between these two, they come from the school of kill them with kindness. It's a hashtag I think
Yep.
they tried to start up at one point. They have, there's the, they keep trying to brand their team as like a nice, good, they even they play with good sportsmanship. But when you look at the skills, these are kill teams. This is as close as you get to kill teams. They're very good, and they have other things in there that will win them games. I mean, shoot, we've seen Shots win the
Oh,
championship successfully because he has. They're not just kill teams, but they're very killy. They're some of the killiest teams that we have in the league, and that's how they get it done. Shots will dilapidate whatever he needs to of the team and then outposition whatever's left standing. So not to say the skill isn't there. The skill is absolutely definitely there, but they're constantly fighting with an identity of where like you have pieces that are there and useful and can win games by removing players, but at the same time they kind of don't want to cause permanent damage. It's a constant identity
no,
fight.
exactly. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Chaos and some of the other teams, they predominantly win from player removals, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Shots always try to keep things any damage down to a minimum, and as do a few others like the Misfits. Badly hurts are all you need. That's all you
Yeah,
want. It's just just get them off the field. As Shots always said, if you give me the ball, I wouldn't touch it.
right. I'd definitely say having played against Beers and having a good rivalry, Beers is one of the nicest chaos coaches I've ever encountered. So a genuinely nice guy, very good sportsman.
Definitely.
But
Misfits are one of the few teams I don't think I've faced yet in the league. Um, it'd be nice to change that up at some point.
all that being said, don't think he won't hurt you. His team. That's the thing. That's the problem they have,
Yeah,
right? The coaches are nice. Their players are nasty SOBs. They really, when their players go out wanting to hurt people sometimes, and it's the coaches trying to keep the players in line from exercising that nature.
yeah. So,
To be
yeah.
fair, the Misfits have had 2 rough seasons of not hurting people.
Well, not for lack of trying.
Trying. But there's, yeah, so this is a bit interesting. There's a bit of basing going on here.
Yeah.
There might be an opportunity for the Longthorns to get a crack at the ball carrier, but there's lots of strength and guard around here, so it'll be tough. But Desperado is just hanging out in the. He's the only player down in the Misfits side of the half. He's just like, just saying, give me the ball, I'm open. But yeah.
And I, as a
Longthorns.
team that, as a coach that constantly plays against this team every season because of our conference mates, this is something the Misfits do love to do. They love to bait you. This also is from the shot school. They don't want you to be able to move your key players where you want them and use your strengths. They want to put their strengths onto your weaknesses and control the field. And that's why this obsession with tail is where it is. They want to take away your ability to dodge. It works especially well against elves because rolls are taking chances like dodges that are normally a given for elves all of a sudden become a huge risk.
Yeah, definitely. Rustlust in particular, who's about to take a smack in the face. Yeah, with tail and dive and tackle is going to be a real
Yep,
pain in the backside for the Longthorns. But
absolutely. We also call that either real pain in the butt or AKA a surprise finger in the butt. None of those things are pleasant surprises. You don't expect them, and they can really, really be a hang-up in a kind of a bummer. Pun intended.
Cool side note on Trish Rustlust, though. He's played every game the Misfits have ever played, including the 4 farm games we had back in the day. Every
So
game.
he's never had a missed X game.
Nope.
Oh wow!
He's the
So
Iron Man of this team, or
like
the
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 Cal
Iron Man.
Ripken of the Cal Ripken of the
Woman.
Misfits.
Now that I jinxed him, of course, but yeah, I was going to do a big article up about him soon.
Oh,
No, he's never
man.
missed a game. He's played every game the Misfits have ever played.
Well done.
But yeah, so poor Nendir on the side here has just failed to dodge and just taken himself out of the game for the next 2 turns. So chance for the Misfits to start taking another player or 2 off the field here.
Yeah, that's a major problem for the elves now. That's opened up some real possibilities for the Misfits. And what you really don't want is this mosh pit of chaos players holed up right next to your end zone and having fun, crowd surfing.
No, definitely not.
Yes,
Misfits
sir.
have got to be wary though. There's a wizard in play here, so they've got to be very careful. There's an AG5 elf down there. Wow, what's his name? Oh, Evil Knievel. Yeah, Evil Knievel down there, just sitting in amongst the Chaos Warriors. Yeah,
I'm trying to find him. It's hard to
he's
find. There he is, yeah, with the strip ball. Yep.
yeah,
I mean, it's hard to find amongst this mass of players. This is what the Chaos team wants. This is when you get good at basing. Nice. And when you get comfortable and good at basing and using your strength and your guard and doing things the way that Beers does so effectively, the way that Shots did, and you can definitely see the similarities in the style of play here. But these are the situations that you really can end up with if you do this effectively, where you're controlling the action. You're not waiting for them to set up. There's no columns. There's none of that because you never gave them the opportunity. You based everybody up. You made it very difficult for them. You made them roll things until they failed something.
yeah.
But it does take a lot of skill to get here, though.
Yeah, I see we've got stuff and junk in the stream. How you doing, Steph?
Absolutely. First 4, best 4. Oh! Killing the loner, indeed! Beers is over there cracking a beer, shaking it up, spraying into the crowd. Everybody is loving it. Now Shots' voice is reverberating around the speaker systems in the stadium. So there must have been some kind of covert operations going on, because in the ATX Longhorns' own stadium, somebody has hacked the speakers, and you can hear shots moving. Kill the loners throughout the speakers. Oh, when the assassin has had enough.
Assassin. No.
He gives Giggly Sneed the business with a sharp blade, surprise finger in the butt, and Giggly Sneed goes down.
I think he enjoyed it. He's taking his, he's just waiting for some more.
He must have hit that prostate.
Yep.
Blood Bowl
He's
after
like,
dark.
Blood Bowl after
Yes.
dark. Disclaimer: Blood Bowl after dark.
Just a little bit deeper.
The team motto, the Longhorn team motto is "Deep in the hearts of our opponents." I guess we know what they meant now. And the name of the stadium actually is Texas Heat. So now you know when they give you the old Texas Heat, where it gets warm.
But yeah, Beers has done a good job here with his positioning. He didn't leave a great shot for the Wizard, and you know the AG5 piece Evo Knievel was stuck between tackle, diving tackle, and tail. It's just a hideous
Tackle
match.
Yeah, it really, what they have done is they have taken away the elves' major strength, which is that mobility and
Yep.
and agility, and they've just neutralized it, and now they're capitalizing on the things they're good at, like the strength and the hitting.
Absolutely. I mean, there's 4 elves off the field already, so this is tough. There's going to come a time probably in the next turn or two where Dean will either choose to use the
go.
Wizard or not. There you go.
Stackletail. Was that two
Stackle.
prehensile tails on that?
No one, but
One tail.
Oh.
Stackle diving tackle tail or something.
Oh,
like
is that what? Well, because I saw, the only reason I asked is because I saw prehensile tail show up twice in the name.
Twice. I
the
got
cap-
yeah, I got the same
just a glitch,
graphics
probably.
as well. Yeah, yeah.
So if you don't know what we're
So
talking
there's-
about with Stackletail, when Blood Bowl 2 first came out, in the tabletop version, if you have 2 tails on the same player, it's supposed to give them a -2 modifier instead of -1. And that's on tabletop. When Blood Bowl 2 first came out, that was not the case. It didn't matter how many tails you put on a person, they only got 1. And that started the great lobbying campaign by Coach Mooreshots, petitioning the league, petitioning Cyanide, petitioning anyone who would listen for #Stackletail. The hashtag reverberated throughout Blood Bowl circles. The world became aware of it, and eventually the pressure was so great that Cyanide had to, with Legendary Edition, introduce #Stackletail. Now, those who play Chaos are in pure bliss. They're having
Absolutely.
stacklegasms.
Yeah, I think that's what Giggly Sneed's having something like that just now. Certainly, Stuff and Junks alluding to it in the chat, saying that the quickest way to a beastman's heart is through somewhere.
Yeah.
I think he means.
Through his prostate.
Oh,
And that's going to do it. Well, Claw is just kind of useless on a person who's wearing just basically a bathrobe with a hood on it, while Gallivant took around the field. But it does. The Mighty Blow is the skills in Mighty Blow are definitely something to be reckoned with. So now you have a situation. Most of the elves laying on the ground, also surrounded. They have tails on them, and it's not a pleasant day. Can
no.
they somehow beat the odds, get in there, and relieve that ball character of the ball?
It's tough. There's good positioning here. You know, there's
Oof.
Fireball. Lightning Bolt does nothing. Firebolt only offers like most 3 Chaos players up. So you can see, I think, a little bit of a scoring threat, maybe in case the Beers obviously plans to sell this out, which makes total sense, but should he offer up a chance for the ball to come loose via the wizard, then there's DNRs is in position to be throwing the ball and run away. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, the diving tackle!
Nothing.
So if you're wondering how that happened, for those of you watching, diving tackle only usually applies when it works, right? So it worked on the first dodge attempt. He would have brought him down. The Chaos Warrior goes to the ground, dives for the feet of Evil Knievel, who then gets the automatic reroll because this player, Trish, does not have the tackle skill. So Evil Knievel's second automatic reroll due to his dodge skill kicks in, and he beats the diving tackle with that. And leaves Trish on the ground, and Evil Knievel standing up, and then back roundhouse kicking Max Darth Moy, who sounds like an evil Jedi.
Yep.
And now he's going to move back and play safety.
I never thought about that. That's pretty good. I like that. We can steal that.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. If Magrita wasn't one of our, it's probably our oldest rival, I'd be a flat-out Misfits fan.
Yeah, so now you just want them to die.
I kind of want them to be full strength just so we can beat them down.
You always beat me down. What's this even talking about? Come on, let's move on. Hashtag Necros OP.
We've been talking. I was talking about that with somebody. It's just because of the nature of this team, it's just a matter of time before we have that one nasty game again. Rip my team apart like you did a few seasons ago. Hold on, I gotta break out. Gerd, take over, please. Son.
Yeah, that's fine. So Jest is either being called on for his parenting duties or work reasons.
I'm back.
Here he is.
Yeah. No, I won't be gone. Like if I have to duck out, it'll be temporary. Sorry, I just didn't know. I had to respond.
That's cool.
The drum started beating.
I was just replenishing my drink, so.
So you were like mid gulp, and I was like, "Oh, gotta go, Gerd, take over." You were like, "What?"
I was in the fridge.
He's like, "Damn it, Jest."
Okay. So what's happened? So yeah, the Misfits are still just smashing away down the field, trying to maybe set a new occupation of the opponent's half stat by just camping right down here.
Right.
Because the score's been there for them, for the last 3 turns. Keto 1 has just been looking around, looking at the fans, seeing if there's anyone, hot or interesting he can go and ask out, because, there's nothing else bothering him at the moment, so he's just checking it out, seeing who can pick up after the match.
Now we talk about the again most of you at this point who are watching this are well versed in Blood Bowl, but just in case, we'll discuss the 2-1 grind, and that's where a killy team like this Chaos Squad, who doesn't have quite the agility and ability to score as quickly as some elves, what they want to do is they get the ball first, they take their sweet time, just rolling downfield, doing this, camping out here, and removing player after player after player until by the time the other side finally gets the ball, there's 1 turn left for them to try to do it. They don't really have enough players for the 1 turn, and for a Dark Elf team, they frankly normally don't have the speed to get that done anyway. And then that team gets the ball at the start of the second half, but they're so depleted in players that the Chaos team then just rips through their defense again, either that or forces them to score quickly and then runs right back down the field and scores for the final hit. There's also variations of that, but that is what we're witnessing here, executed. The question is, right now we have 2 players permanently removed. One is both loners, and there's 2 players knocked out. One of them, a very strong blitzer. Is he heavily armored as well? Or no, that the armor is offsetting. It's just been repaired, which
it's just contrary.
Yeah. and a loner's knocked out. So if these two players come back, the Elves will be in decent shape. If they don't, we could be seeing consecutive win number 2, and Magrita starting off the season 2-0.
Oh, the Blitz Slate coming in.
There you go. Longhorns making a move. Oof.
Tackles here.
That is a curious... Okay, he didn't want to dodge into tail.
Oh dear.
Evil Knievel getting taken down by just a foot. And the apple's not going to come out. That's a major blow.
Yeah, I think there was a choice there. It was, are you going for the win, or are you going to preserve your team? Because if you wanted to win, you would have kept the AG5 Blitzer on the field, Evil Knievel.
Because he may be key. He's a leaper too. He may be key on offense. Yeah,
I actually thought that was the time. If you were going to use the wizard,
yes,
that was the time there, because there was, after the lightning bolt, there was four squares the ball could have bounced into without it being in a tackle zone. And
okay, Double Skulls is offset by the extra training that Chaos Team did blocking this week. And of course, when you re-roll into the successful block, armor gets broken usually. Woodson gets stunned, and Remy Martin is trouncing all over his body. I'm sorry, so Gert, so you were saying that would have been the time to use the wizard because
I think, there was half the scatter goes into a free square.
The bathrobe doesn't hold up this time. And he punched him in the pee-pee. Desperado is going to the sideline. He's going to stay there. And now, Gerd, if we were unsure about how this Dark Elf team was going to be looking at the second half, we're pretty sure now. 4 players down. If these 2 knockdown players come back, and the Dark Elf team is pretty damn lucky, even then they're going to be at a significant disadvantage. So we've gone from, is there going to be a disadvantage from the Dark Elves if the 2 knockdown players don't come back, to if those 2 players don't come back, or at least one of them doesn't come back, like the important one, is this game already over?
Yeah, it's looking grim, very grim. The wizard becomes almost superfluous now. There's just, you could lightning bolt, but you're still picking the ball up next turn and and walking it in. You just don't have the numbers anymore on the field to recover the ball, unless there's a big
You'd be
mistake.
taking a chance. But this is so smart by Beers again. Loose cage. Shots used to brag about this. All we love this technique of you put the you got to whip it with this loose cage. You lightning bolt carrier right here. Look at it. It's always the scatter is going to land tackle zone, at least one. Well, only one.
Yeah, this is totally safe. So I can only see DM Double just moving Daenerys out of harm's way and probably trying to do something with Stone Cold as well.
And all of those players surrounding that ball. I mean, even if you wanted to, if it falls in one tackle zone, you're like, well, I got an elf. It's IG4, it's still a 67% pickup. But then you throw in there, you got to leap your way over there. You got to pick it up in that tackle zone, and then you got to dodge out. And all these players have some kind of, well, almost all of them have some kind of tackle or diving tackle or tail or something annoying.
Yep. I think, is that Daenerys? Yep, she's just going into scoring range. That's interesting.
Just in case.
Yeah, I'm wondering what Dienta was thinking though. Because next action of turn 8, Beers. Oh, it's a blitz.
Oh, leap it in.
Oh,
he's gonna go with the double dice. Gonna try to relieve him of the ball. Get super lucky with the red dice, and the player does
so
not have the
close.
tackle skill. If he did, this would be a different story.
So close.
Ooh.
Wow!
Oh.
So luckily, Stone Cold jumping in there, taking a nasty slap at that ball, but the sure hands of Kettle One, who basically carries that ball all week before games around the practice field, and if he loses it while his teammates try to smack it away at any moment, then Coach Beers will exact him to some terrible, terrible punishment. And the training pays off.
Okay, this is brave for the two of the remaining few elves on the field. They're just going totally basing up, doing anything they can to try and stop this score.
The fraternity of Canada is in the stands. Doomfrog chilling, cheering on Beers. That appears to be a reference to some ancient lineage of which both of these are a part. Both coaches are a part. It was a mythical land where the maple syrup ran free. It literally grew on trees.
Trees. Yeah, so Misfits taking no chance. He's here, getting the 3 die hits in.
Smart. Another elf out. Oof.
There's a babe over there. I'm sure.
There is.
I'm sure Kettle One was checking her out earlier, just looking over at the bench.
I can't tell from the box, Gerd, if she's hot or if she's a butterface, but I'm sure we'll find out whether she's hot or a butterface, depending on how many players come back.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she's hot. Dark Elves don't allow for, anything but the best in their booths.
We'll see. We'll put that to the taste test.
Another
Cold. Damn, that babe is going to have her work cut out for her. I hope her hands are limber. I'm just saying because she has to give massages. Yeah. I'm not trying to imply anything else. Not going full Kavanaugh here or anything.
Yeah, I definitely think she's hot. I don't believe all these Dark Elves are actually knocked out. I think they're just wanting some TLC on the sidelines.
But is she hot enough
He's
to...
biased. He's an ex-Dark Elf coach. He's biased.
The question is, though, is she hot enough to bring back resurrect, if you will, the 4 players over there that need some TLC? She raises 3 of them.
She got 3 of them up. She definitely did.
They keep pounding in the afterlife. She's definitely hot, Gerd. You were right. Just hot. Spelled with a H-A-W-T. Hot.
She's got skills. She's definitely got skills.
She must have gone to the Massage Academy. The Canada School of Massage.
But yeah, I think with there's 5 elves off the field, so there's only 6 left.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a 1-turn here.
There's
probably not happening.
No.
So Beer's lining his guys up and saying, "Come on and hit me, I dare you." And all those big scary guys up on.
Yeah, I think there's a little, it's only a small percentage chance that we get the riot here, but I like it when you're facing a team and you know there's no 1-turn, just to protect against that riot as much as possible, and yeah, just put in columns just to just to block it up as much as possible, you know, so even if you do get the extra turn, it's actually tough to get through the lines. So if the riot comes, I would certainly be setting up all to one side and just pray, obviously, to the that you get it, and then you can run round these chaos players basically. But there's only 6, so the chances of anything good happening for DMW here is slim. It looks like he's just looking to try and get some pound of flesh. Poor Trish, Restless. Is she a female Chaos Warrior? Sounds like it. No?
No.
He's just confused.
Yes, let's go with that. He grew a tail and then kind of upstairs. See, I'm not even worried. He's gonna hit him and nothing's gonna happen. So it's okay. Or he'll just get hurt and miss this game. See, it's okay. See, I got faith in your players.
He's fine.
He's fine. We're stern when you need him. He's fine.
Fine. Looks like Jest has had to take a moment again, so let's see what the kickoff brings. Oh, and
it's very pretty weather, eh? Very pretty today.
It's lovely.
Yeah, actually, these two teams played in the what did we play in the Bloodweiser Bowl at the end of season 14. So this was kind of a rematch. That one went 2-0, I think, off of the.
I'm sorry for the viewers. I'm back, by the way. I'm taking just a quick. I backed off of the field for a second. We've lost connection with the field just because I am inviting a third announcer into the booth. It is our long-standing MML legend as well, Nords, who he's an MML alumni actually because he's no longer playing, but he's still always around, still part of the community, and he is drunk and would like to join us in the booth. So I, for one, would love to hear the shenanigans. Come in.
Are you sure he's awake? Are you sure he's awake?
He is right now. Well, no, actually, I'm not sure that since he typed the message saying invite me, that he is awake any longer. I'm not sure that's happening, but I did send him the invite, so if he joins us, he joins us. And the players came back just in time to see the pass there successfully done by Woodson, who will get some star player points as per Spike Magazine's kind of running tally there. And the block is ineffective by Istmar against Max Dark Mai. The evil force is just too much. And, ooh, a chance taken with the red dice by the loner. And another loner. Bad move. Gerdleah bit off more than he could chew.
Oh, he wanted to be a hero, make his name, and he's one shot. And, yeah, he's just...
He went from a hero to a zero.
And then there were 6, legitimately. As long as the babe did her job, and she did. Man, that is a pretty babe. Sheesh, that is a good-looking babe.
Come on over here, sweetheart. Come on over to our team.
There you go. Beer's exercising that misogyny we all love.
Yeah.
Calling her over like she's a prostitute.
I was trying to be nice and polite about it, eh?
Well, no, I can't hate on that. It does sound polite.
Yeah, I think she's down giving Desperado some new tricks for the next game. I think she's teaching him a few new moves. The surprise finger only keeps a player down for 2 turns, so he needs some new stuff to learn for next time.
I heard that babe is actually able to use surprise finger in the butt to revive players. Wow. So she's kind of got the bad surprise finger in the butt.
Hey, what? Get out of my house! What's wrong with you? It's an outie, not an innie. What's wrong with you, man? Get away from me, you crazy woman. You.
Why would you do that?
I have feelings. Very touchy feelings.
I don't want that. No means no.
That's what the judge told me anyways.
I think you forgot the safe word, guys. You've forgotten your safe word.
Oh, yeah. I guess that should have been discussed before it happened. Oops, my bad.
So, Beers looks to have put these Dark Elves in a tough position now, because normally you look forward to your kickoff as the opportunity to take those 4 free shots, right? You get at least 3 free shots on the line and then the blitz.
Yeah.
But now the way that Beers has skillfully used that strength and guard, it does not look like the Dark Elves are going to get that. And to add to it,
just
right before the ball is kicked off, the Chaos team calls a special signal, and there's a shift in formation that the Dark Elves were not expecting.
no.
And let's be honest, these Dark Elves kind of got the deer in the headlights look on them right now. Like, what the hell is happening? I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah. They look like they're all anticipating a surprise finger up the butt right now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a surprise finger in the butt. In the
They're
proverbial
clenching that they can see it coming and they don't like it.
Yeah. This isn't even like a surprise finger in the butt. This is like not surprise finger in the butt. This is like the boa constrictor finger in the butt, where you can see it happening. It's wrapping around toward your butt, and you can't stop it.
Yeah, well, two of these chaos do have rather large appendages, so
Yes,
they don't want them anywhere near the butt.
especially with the extra arms and stuff. Is there extra arm? Yep, there's a guy with an extra arm. You don't want him doing that move on you.
Oh, tickle me fancy, right?
So that's not an arm.
That's what she said. Wow, perfect defense is just evil right now. Like,
Yeah.
I can feel
In this
bad for
situation,
you.
yeah, it's horrendous. So
Hey, whoa, easy.
right there on the side, you're looking at DM Double's eyes just kind of sink to the ground when his team was kind of caught off guard by that shift in defense, and he's like, "Come on, Nuffle, come on, man."
We were shifting closer to his sideline because of his babe. Let's just get the story straight. Okay? Come on over, sweet cakes.
I think
there's
Keto
nobody
One's
for it to
been-
tend to now, so
Yeah.
at this point,
Keto
Beers...
One though is going to be the one who's going to face the. Oh no! You tried to dodge away from the tail first.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, double
No
one.
go. The double ones.
Stackle tail.
And DM double zero draws DM double ones.
Ones. So how many else will go off the field this turn?
This is quickly getting ugly. Beers with the game in hand is now making clear drunken passes at the babe from the other sideline. Yeah, lewd suggestions. He's sending her questionable pictures on the Scryphone. This is getting out of hand. Beers is about to get a hashtag #MeToo on him. She's a professional, Beers. A professional. Treat her like one.
I'm sorry. Sorry. We love you.
Something about when a
great
Canadian
for the game.
apologizes, you just can't stay mad at them. You're like, oh, he did say he was sorry.
Right? Especially when we do the puppy eyes. Huh?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Can't be mad with your buddies out there.
Just a little pushback there. And
Daenerys.
ooh, he backs back there, and it looks like Gerd stepped out of the booth unexpectedly. You may have heard the sound of his daughter crying, and she's in the stadium, but she's not in the booth with us. So he's rushing out to, tend to her. And now we're going to see Ulo Tail come in, and
Hello?
there we go. He's back.
Yeah, I was the security in this stadium was just I don't know why they took me outside and searched me for some reason. I have no idea what was going on, but
Have
I'm
you been
fine.
associated with Dignity Rocks in the past? Maybe that's why. We just want to make sure, sir, you're not going to be throwing Dignity Rocks in the stadium.
No, no.
This is a Dark Elf stadium, not a High Elf stadium.
Stadium. Yep, I don't carry any rocks.
And the pitch just very, very clearly controlled by the Chaos
Oh,
Squad at this point.
Just control. I don't want to kill, except for I need one more injury. That's all I need. I don't want it major. Just would be badly hurt. It's perfect. That's all I need.
The issue is though, you really can't jump. You're gonna set your dogs loose, and they're just gonna do what they do. So
There's only one dog being let loose. And that's it. Unless he wants to, try to score, then just give us the ball, DMD. Come on. I'm gonna pull in more shots here. Just give us the ball. Just give us one guy to hit. That's it. We need one more injury on one more guy, and we'll be happy for the game. I'm not trying to be rude or mean or nothing, but I can almost go legendary with Yulo. I'm just saying.
Where is he? Where's Evil? Oh, he's down there.
question.
Oh.
Check that out. Ooh, little red die action is that. Dark Elf's getting frisky. Doesn't work out the way they wanted, but it doesn't end disastrously either. And now
I think he was hoping for, obviously, Pose would have been great, but even a push and then maybe a dodge out and can just throw the ball down to him and just
hope for the best.
Close your eyes and hope.
But there's so much tackle on the team too that it's even that. It's like the blodger normally. I get the whole, hey, I'm down. I need a potato with this blodger, but
some more red die.
And will the skulls hit? No, they don't.
No, it's worked out okay-ish. There's a little bit of room for the other blitzer to try and sneak out. And some dodging, but...
Oh, wow.
Sneaky else.
Sneaky. Sneaky indeed.
The problem is, though, and I'm sure Fierce has already spotted it, is... so I'm not going to say too much about it, but... I just don't see this ending well for the Dark Elves. Everyone, well, 4 of them are based up. And the 2 that aren't, it's not going to go well for them.
This is like watching a snuff film at this point. It's like, the best thing you can do, I think, if you're a Dark Elf coach, if you're the Dark Elf coach, at this point is wait till that, till your best of a bad situation opportunity and just take it when you can and hope some unlikely shit happens.
Absolutely. I think he's going to be hoping for a couple of like snakes on the blitz here. That's the hope, basically.
Yeah. Ooh. Armor breaks again, but no removal this time.
But yeah, so far this has been a great game by the Misfits and the Beers. They knew what they came out here to do, and they've just dominated the pitch. So that's nothing notable at all. That was a bit of a surprise. I get it, take out the only scoring threat, but I thought
that's conservative
there.
Yeah, a lot of coaches go for the ball. I kind of like that move, man. There's no need to do the crazy stuff yet. I mean, I also get it when you're just like, look, let me just put this game to bed, right? But, you know, I definitely respect the way Beers is playing it.
Absolutely. Poor Stone Cold's just he's in a bad place. He's just totally surrounded. Oh, and there's those. A bit of grease on the field, but he manages to get through it the second time asking. Oh.
Yeah, Magrita has done enough training this week as well that they don't really have to worry too much.
Oh, of course.
About the element of chance.
The blitz makes even more sense now because obviously,
Yep.
Iloteo was wanting to reach that legendary status, first Misfits player to make it there, I think. So,
Yep.
I think he's got the blitz action rights for this match. By the looks of it, no one else is allowed to do it, but apart from him.
Well, Carly's been doing all last season was mostly Carly, and last game it was Carly. So we gotta let Yulo do his thing, right? Sleepless in Seattle. So, he hit legendary before Yulo. We had a big discussion last season about who was going to be there first. But,
that's right. So, they were neck and neck too.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were really close to each other, but
so there's the blitz.
Yulo kind of took the back seat.
Oh wow!
Oh, when Longthorns is down.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty tuckered after his first game, last game, and then coming in here, he's like, I don't know what to do.
Woodson says there's only one Longhorn or Longthorn that's going to be around, and it's not you. And I'm going to remove you from the pitch. So there will be no crazy elf pass this turn.
Nope.
We're just going to try to... Ooh, that is... So...
Hope for the best.
Yeah, so...
That's it. It's...
The Veil Yard, unable to make the dodge at first, and the extra training is not going to kick in.
Yeah, it was extra training was used on the dodge and blitz, so...
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that. So yeah, so the this is bad. This is
Woodson
bad.
picked up he picked up a level with that blitz, but I don't think he can be holding this ball for too much longer.
Yeah, this is... Sheesh.
He has strength 4 though, so it'll be tough to get a 3 die here. Although Misfits look like they're trying.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the problem. In not picking up the other players, they potentially left enough room for the 3 die to be a thing.
Yep.
That being said, Magrita would have to sacrifice position to do it.
Yeah, they would need to put another 3 players out. Yep, he's changed his mind. Looks like it. He needs a couple more to make it work. Oh, nope. Oh, straight 5.
It's straight 5. There you go.
But still,
no, it's still, yeah, he needed 9.
Do it. Yeah, that'll do it though.
Oof. Now, who's going to pick it up?
Who's left to pick up the ball? Yeah, exactly.
By the way, if you're watching this match, we right after this one, it will be the Hopeless Necromantics facing off against the High Wings of Hope at the High Wings of Hope Stadium. Both teams opening up the season 1-0, so with both of the wins. So this will be a big game. And look at that, Trish Rustlust.
Trish, she's just in.
The boy named Trish is going to pick it up.
Do you think you fireball here? I think It's the only play, isn't it?
I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to say anything. But yeah, that's what I would have done, I think, at this point. I think you have to. Especially because that is a diving tackle Chaos Warrior. And
absolutely.
So, yeah,
That's
I think
not
you're going to
bad.
see one of these guys dodge away. One of these guys up top dodge or leap away. Get within range where they can get the ball thrown to them. And then you're going to see Woodson do some elfy stuff. And then you're going to see the elves just do dodgy stuff and go for it. And see if Magrita overplayed their hand.
Yeah. Is DM double in the? Oh.
I invited him to the chat. I thought Beer said he was joining.
Oh, okay.
Thought he was. I don't know if he did or not.
Maybe he's listening. I don't want to tune away from the action until this.
Wow.
There you go. There's the elfy stuff we were talking about. So Woodson picking up the ball. And this was the time to do it. And then now here's the question. Yep. I think you got to do that. There you go. Hands it off. And then now you've got some options.
That's nice. I think I'd have been tempted to have sent actually Nendry or downfield and gone for the throw, and then you could have used the other couple of elves to try and tie up Ulo, who's who's lacking a bit of speed. He's obviously on his way to legendary. He's picked up an injury and he's just not as quick as he used to be. So.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking he was going to do too. Instead of dodging up, dodge down and run out.
Oh,
nice blitz though. Great blitz.
Yep, and now he's putting the scoring threat downfield. So this puts the Chaos team in a tough position.
They've got to, if the blitz doesn't get the ball loose, there's actually half a chance. Again, though,
I'm a little surprised there wasn't more leaping.
I would have been happier if he'd have gone straight towards the touchdown line.
Yeah. Because leaving, I get it. Like, he doesn't want the throw to be that far. But by leaving the Veil Yard where he is reachable by some of those Chaos players. And
absolutely.
You want to put him in a position where if Stu has to decide, do I cover the scoring threat, do I hit the scoring threat, or do I hit the ball carrier? And now you've kind of given
DMD,
the best of both worlds.
No. Yeah, no, you mean beers.
I'm sorry. Did I say Stu?
Sorry.
That's because Stu's in the chat. Yeah, Stu's in the chat, and I was reading what he was saying at the same time.
No. You're already thinking about the next match.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, what you got to do to Stu is you neutralize him by like, what are you talking about, bro? Oh, sorry, I was on my thing now. This game's over. I was on my thing now. I gotta say though, I love Beers' positioning often. Like, I just want to pick his brain because oftentimes when he does something, I don't even really know what he's gonna do until he does it, and I'm like, oh wow, that's smart. Very smart. I've seen that from a lot of our Chaos coaches in the MML. Like, Shots is the same way. These guys seem to, and Gerd, you do it very well too. You guys are. At some point when Jim Sardonic was doing that series where he would break down a match and let the person kind of, let the expert come in and say, why would you do this? Or why did this person do this? Like, you guys almost, I wanted to ask you if you had some kind of shorthand way that you position your players. Because I kind of make one, that's disastrous right there. That could be game.
That looks like.
Oh, maybe? Oh, I was going to say, unless he caught that, and he did not, of course. But I don't know. Woodson has been kind of keeping them in the game, so. One of the few Chaos players who doesn't have the tackle skill. And one of the few who does not have the tackle skill. So you never know, man. It's elves.
Do anything.
Anything can happen. It's elves here, but I don't know. But yeah, so I was wondering if you guys have like a shorthand, like whenever I'm positioning players and trying to cover tackle zones, and even on defense, like I'm kind of making it all up as I go along every turn, right? Like I don't really have a shorthand way to do that. And I was wondering, you guys have a blueprint where you're just like, because you both seem to do it so fast. You set stuff up, you cover holes, you do it like really, really fast, and you're done with these moves in a minute, where it normally takes somebody like me like a lot longer. Like I'm really pushing the ends of the 2-minute clock to get everybody set up exactly where I want them. So I kind of wanted to pick your brains for some time on how it is that you're like. Are these the same things that you're doing, or are you making it up along? Is there a template, or are you making it up as you go along?
Gunslinger, no, man, from the hip. For me,
exactly.
Just I've watched them. You know, honestly, being in the MML for over a year and a half now, and season 6 to season 15 for the Misfits. You know, watching everybody play, you know, calling the games and everything. I've learned so much. It's not about. You know, when I came in, I'm Chaos. Everybody knows I play Chaos. I go into the other tournaments, out and the other things, and, you know, oh, here's Bearsy, he's only going to play friggin' Chaos. Well, yeah, that's what I know. But it was all Killer Chaos originally. Not, you know, the pylon and all that jazz, but, you know, yeah, claw, mighty blow, blah, 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 blah. But now being in the MML for so long now, it's like, no, there's a different way to play the game. Like, I've been playing this for 20 years, tabletop and on this, right? There's a different way to play the game, and for me, it was always like the original Misfits for tabletop were all about just pitch clear. We don't need to score. We don't need to do any of that fancy stuff. We're just going to hit. We're going to lose 4, 5, 6, nothing, and we're going to make you remember playing us. That's how the original Misfits were.
You'll get the kill box win.
Yeah, that's what we were out for back in the day. Well, I learned the game, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Let's do that. But now it's like, no, you have to kind of like, okay, it's a chess match, and that's what Blood Bowl is. It's a different form of chess. It really is. So you have to, you know, it's not just you moving. It's what's your opponent going to do. If I put this guy here, how's he going to counter that? He's going to have this option, or this option. So how am I going to counter that? You know.
Yeah, I always compare this game to football meets chess. Is what I say. And then Jim Sardonic adds. I think it's Jim Sardonic added, and throw in Lord of the Rings. Now you're talking. That's how I try to explain it to people who have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, what's Blood Bowl? Well, football meets chess and a little Lord of the Rings. And Max Dorfmai says to Woodson, "You shall not pass." Knocks him to the ground.
Yeah, I thought Woodson was going to make a desperate play for the ball there, but he just decided to stand there and just take it. He was just like, hit me.
Stu points out that I managed to make an already nerdy game sound even more geeky. If I had described it to him, he might not be playing Blood Bowl today. Stu, you want to play some football and chess and Lord of the Rings? Like, no, that sounds awful. I have friends. Why would I want to play that? And something tells me that Daenerys Targaryen is not long for this field.
No. Thing is, he doesn't even really need to throw the hit. You know, she's pinned in with her tail and dive and tackle. You know, yeah, I thought we'd see the Illo hit and you know, Beers might not actually, yeah. He might not even throw another hit here, he doesn't need to, as long as the ball gets picked up.
You guys coming?
Oh.
Or maybe not. He's going to make sure he picks up the ball first.
First, yeah. Just in case he needed the wheel.
Oh!
No.
One step too many! And will Nuffle bring a second one? No, he won't.
No, no, he won't.
Stair clap, gross pinch, which I think that name is probably computer generated, but yet it's pretty awesome. Stair clap.
Computer.
So yeah, stair clap, gross pinch is a pretty. Chaos has some pretty cool names for the Chaos.
Him, Trish, and Makes are all original Misfits, and they are computer generated.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool computer generated names. I don't blame you for keeping those. And how will the Dark Elves retaliate? Just like that. Oh, and he fails on the extra step. But he did wind sprints during the week, and now he isn't. No, Nuffle gets hit the second one.
Wow.
As if the luck for the Dark Elves hasn't been bad enough. The double ones cometh. To be fair, he did make 2 tough dodges before that, but that's a hell of a way to.
Yeah. There's so much Dark Elf blood down on the side of the field that it's just pulled into puddles now, and it's just causing everyone trouble.
Uh-oh, this does not look like, it looks like there's going to be a stall to finish the match.
I thought he was going for to try and score 3 there.
You thought you were going to try and make it 3-0?
Yeah, I thought, just let's go take 2-0 and give yourself 2 turns to go and get that ball back.
That's what the crowd's cheering for, and that's what the crowd's going to get.
Do I hit or do I score? Hashtag just score.
It's true, and plus, let's be honest, anytime you're playing elves, and it's only 1-0, that can quickly become a 1-1 and leave you sitting there like, what the hell just happened? And I have literally watched that happen to Piers, before. So you put the nail in the coffin 2-0 on a Dark Elf team that does not have the speed to come back on you in 2 turns like a High Elf team might. Just put the game away.
Well, looks like the babe is giving Nentir a slow massage this time rather than something.
She's just tired out.
Quick and to the point, yeah.
I mean, at this point, her hands hurt, her jaw hurts from all the talking, from the whispering the sweet nothings.
Absolutely.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah,
I'm not some kind of Kavanaugh. Okay.
No. Nentir is a bit of a star player as well. He deserves some special attention.
Yeah. It takes a little while more. Yeah, she's taking a sweet time with him. Yeah, give him a little extra turnaround there. A little happier ending to the massage, if you will. I didn't mean it like that. I know it came out like that. Totally did not mean that. I've never heard that phrase before. Okay. Actually, that happy ending refers to a drinking game, from what I've heard.
Yes,
it's a drinking game.
Know what you're talking about.
There you go. It's a drinking game where me and Tobin and my other friends drink until there's a happy ending to the drinking, where we throw up.
Absolutely. Definitely. Let's hope Beers' kids aren't listening to this.
I got one watching right now. Brody, the Beastman.
He's gonna go to school and
now.
Get sent to the principal's office for telling his friends about a happy ending. What? It's a drinking game. It's a drinking game.
Please. It's already bad enough his dad doesn't swear every other word. But, what do you do? Oh wow!
These
really?
Chaos are just all over it.
I mean, they came to play. They came to play. Don't apologize. This team is well coached, and before as the ball's getting kicked off again at the last minute, there is trickery going on. The Chaos team not going to be satisfied with a 2-0 win. They're going to step up. They're not just going to win the title, the MML championship this season. They're going to do it by outscoring teams 3-0. So they're going to one-up shots now. They're going to improve upon the mentor.
Yeah, I think Ilo's not having the luck getting to Legendary by injuring players, so he's he targets the ball now. He knows he needs to score to get to this legendary status. You know, it's
Hey,
not just
fun
about
fact.
hitting.
Now you say that, Gerd. Fun fact. Does anybody remember how Irish Car Bomb hit legendary? Does anybody remember?
No.
Yes, he scored.
He scored a
Oh,
touchdown.
he scored a touchdown.
Hit
Okay.
legendary and got jump up from it. Huh? Fun fact.
Wow.
Fun fact Friday.
Would we be seeing? I just don't see Ulo with his movement 5 though doing that. You can
Oh,
only...
he's not getting there. Are you kidding me?
He might come close by throwing a pass or something, but so
Well,
Daenerys is gonna go back there and practice her throwing skills.
that's a good throw. You see her arm? Like,
Yeah, she
she's
does
got
not
skill,
throw...
man.
Well, you know what? Actually, she throws like a girl, and that's to say good because we respect women on the show.
And she's an elf. And
Yeah,
they're always
She's
good.
hot.
true.
She's
Hot.
hot. Just,
Oh yeah,
She is
hot.
just hot. Very hot.
it's just
Like his old former dark elf coach coming out of him. Ooh, she's hot.
She's
I
hot.
think I coached dark elves back in the day.
Totally about the witch elves.
so.
I mean,
so what
let's
happened
be
to-
honest. That's probably why anybody coaches dark elves. The allure is the witch elves. You don't do it for a bunch of
That or the stabby stab.
6'3", 3'6" linemen.
Oh, Stackletail. Oh, Stackletail guy, yeah.
Ooh, that is Stackletail. That was Stackletail.
Oh, he's going. Ba-bum.
Oh, even the extra training he
blame
did
him,
with the ropes this week did not help.
So Jest, I'm guessing Fjords did actually fall asleep then.
Yeah, yes, never joined us. He's like, I'll be right there. He was writing me in the chat like, dude, yeah, I've been drinking. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to call this game. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll be like, hey, Norris, join. I sent you an invite. All right then.
So yeah, Ilho obviously has he's a bit slower, so he's definitely going to be 2 GFIing this turn. He's got to get into range. So
Yeah, Stu says because of games like this that playing beers is not fun. I don't think I've seen the Misfits do this to the high wings though.
We haven't done this to any elf team. Well, besides DMD and Humphreys, old dark elves. Dark elves seem to have a thing with us. They just like getting hurt.
And then again, the team just keeps acquiring these anti-elf skills like every season. And that's probably again because you're in a conference with you're in a conference with a rat team and a high elf team, and both of them have those agility. And then you've got my team, which is a bunch of Agi 4 as well.
no, it's because he's listening to more shots motivational tapes as well.
Ah, true. There you go.
He's playing. That's what it is.
Ah, damn it.
He's falling asleep to Morshe's whispering in his ear. Stackletail is the way to salvation.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen. I stick him out there, he's gonna get killed. Oh. I mean,
See,
poop it.
there he goes.
He said stick him.
Just give me the ball.
Stick.
Oh, he's totally getting blitzed. Who are you kidding?
By the way, I want to apologize to Stu. We were supposed to kick off 40 minutes ago. I told him we'd run a little past 6. I'm sorry, Stu. Thank you for
Oh,
being.
I'm sorry, Stu. Ooh.
Thank you for being so understanding and patient.
He's Canadian, eh? That's what we do.
But
There's 6 of us, 7 of us now.
hopefully he's been entertained.
Well, I hope so. Well, no, he won't, because he's an elf guy, so he's, watching the,
This is horrific for him.
sidebar here. And, I don't want to play them.
Yeah, so you can see that these Chaos players are they're all moving towards the babe now. She's looking quite concerned.
We're
She's
even wagging our tails at her. Ding, dong. Hello. Getting
Sounds
creepy.
kind of rapey. Gonna be honest.
This is getting severely ragey.
So there was no
She's
pass
hot.
that time. I'm surprised.
He's got an army of warriors and beastmen coming at him, trying to get the ball from him.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
no,
2-0, so
thanks.
might as well get SVP out of it. It's 2-0. It doesn't matter if you score. That's not going to turn the game on its head.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Oh, upsetting.
You have.
Uh-oh. Oh, big pow.
Wow, risky. Right into a friendly trap, too.
Ouch.
And does it anyway.
It was not making
there goes that
legendary
player.
this game.
He's not going legendary.
Oh. Ooh. Now, do I hit or I say poop on? Well, technically, I guess I can score. Not really.
Yeah, it's there for the taking.
Yeah, alright, let's see what we can do. Why am I moving all these guys? There's no point.
Yeah, you know we're a bad influence on him. The beers would normally just let this go, but we're like, yeah, why would you not take your hits? Like, yeah, you're right, guys. Don't you want to be a cool kid? Don't you want to be a cool kid, Beers? Oh, okay.
You cool kid? I'm a cool kid.
You're a cool kid, Beers. You hit the other team when you get the chance. You don't do that nice guy stuff. You take what you want.
Woodson.
Kavanaugh style. Yeah, Woodson with the big knockout. Not going to get SVP for that, but he does loosen the ball up.
Oh, someone's taking advantage there.
Yeah, that's not happening. Not even close.
Oh, go for it.
No, fuck was.
You need elite
Dude, CG, no, I'm not killing Kettle. No way. That was a great game. Some
for you.
Bad turns of events for me.
Let me check to see if he's in the chat. He is not in the chat, so he never joined us. I definitely sent him an invite.
Oh, why didn't you get the MVP?
Oh,
So-
I can see Stu's trying to employ some next level tactics by telling you just where his wife is going.
Risque. You can't trust those French Canadians; they're kinky. So, is that his way? Is that his way of telling me that? Yeah, he's telling me that he's going to be delayed now.
Uh-oh.
Like, if you need me, I'll be in the bath.
Loner got his MVP. Oh, it's too bad.
All right, I don't want to keep Stu waiting for too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the broadcast. I'm going to go grab a drink and use the bathroom real quick, and then I'll be back.
Hey, thanks for calling, guys.
Of course.
Gerd, staying up late, super late for you, buddy. Well done.
Thank you, Gerd.
It's been great. No trouble at all, and I'll catch you next time.
Yes, sir.
Anytime the Flamers want to have an exhibition game against the Misfits, I'm game, buddy. We can make up and have some fun.
Hey, Beers, any chance we could keep you to stay on and announce our game?
Yeah, what time is it?
Gil.
I won't be able to call for long, but yeah, I can
within
call
the
for
next
a bit.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I
hopefully.
can call for a bit until the wife gets home and then go from there.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
I'll see if
So
I can
thank
get
you all for
maybe
tuning
Rand
in.
in or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yep. Good luck, guys.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Gerd. Thanks for
Cheers,
joining
guys.
me.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
All right,
Cheers. Bye.